Welcome to Shelf Indulgence, your go-to library webcast where we talk all things books. Today we will be talking about books that incorporate our summer learning program. I'm Katie.
And I'm Vi. We're excited to spend this summer digging deep into the stories hidden beneath the surface of our world and within the cultural family.
This year's summer learning theme is Unearth the Story, and each week we have been exploring a different way people uncover the past,
Yes.
understand the present, and discover new perspectives.
We will be digging into fascinating books, topics inspired by genealogy, geology, paleontology, archaeology, and anthropology, all the ologies you can imagine. Whether you're interested in tracing your family tree or you're uncovering ancient civilizations, studying dinosaurs, examining Earth's history, or exploring what makes us human, there's a story waiting to be found.
That's right. So grab your shovel, dust off your curiosity, and join us as we uncover the stories buried in history, science, culture, and our own communities.
Yes.
Let's start digging.
Amazing. I know. So, like, this summer has already started off with a great kickoff, right? I mean,
Yes.
we've had a lot of programming. If you guys haven't come out and participated, there's still time. So come and do some of the activities that we still have. There's a lot of cool stuff for the children, but there's also some really cool stuff for the adults that we're getting done. You know, there's some puzzle stuff that we have on top of the reading, like some of the reading material we have in front of you. We have author visits,
and virtual author visits, and then like a family game night. I think we're going to have two, which will be a lot of fun.
Yes, so you guys, again, come join us. We're just, digging up all kinds of things. Again, pun intended.
Right.
So,
and I think the last day to sign up for it, if you want to actually do the game and get prizes, is June 31st, I think.
Yes.
Is the date on that.
So we're cutting it close, but it's still fun, even if you want to just come participate.
Exactly.
Without getting any of the prizes or just doing that, and you just want to participate in any of our events, you're still welcome to participate in those events. So I think that has been really cool. We've had the kids had. I saw that they had the digging.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, the fossil.
The fossil.
Yes.
Where they, I think it's like a little sand pit thing, and then they've been uncovering with little brushes.
Yes.
You know, these fake fossils.
Yes.
It's so cute.
I know. That sounds like, oh my gosh! I said I want to do that too.
I know.
I always go participate with them.
The Steinberg Museum.
Yes.
Yes, they came and visited, and then they adults and children alike went to the Golden Plains.
Yes, and then they were doing their own little terrariums, right, with dinosaurs. Is that what they were building? We do have fossil flicks for kids on Fridays.
Yes.
We have those every Friday at 10 a.m. And then we do have adult and teen flicks every Monday, and those are at 4 p.m. Again, they're all themed, so if you guys just want to come and watch a movie with us and just hang out, you're welcome to do that as well. Yep. So we'll get started on some of the books that we have here in front of you.
So sometimes, like, trying to come up with books that fit the summer reading theme, it can be challenging. But luckily, I was like, with all the ologies,
yes,
I was like, there's a lot out there, and I know I love archaeology, and for archaeology, obviously Egyptology comes into play.
Yes.
With that. So I was like, one
of
my picks
absolutely your thing. Yeah.
And you can't really see it great, so I'm going to put it in the front here because we got too many. But it's The Book of Two Ways by Jodi Picoult. And what that deals with is the main character, Dawn. She's in a almost plane crash, and so she is rethinking her entire life and her choices. And she used to be an archaeologist in Egypt, and now she is what's called a death doula, where she deals with people at end of life and how to handle that emotionally, but also legally and all of that. But she's rethinking things, so she goes back to Egypt, and so you have a lot of archaeology, Egyptology in there, and working through unearthing past choices and memories, which kind of fits the unearthing a story too.
Yes, exactly.
So I really enjoyed that one.
It sounds good.
Yes.
I know. I was like, there's a whole bunch of books up here that we talked that we're like, we need to read ourselves. So just know that just all the books that we put all the time, we've read them all completely. I mean, we've done our search on them, but we also want to be able to read them. And just like anything else, we're always building our TBR.
That's right.
So, it's just how it goes.
I'll just keep.
Yeah, go ahead. Keep going down your line.
I think I've talked about Sandstorm before, James Rollins, but all of his books deal with archaeology and adventure and uncovering past civilizations. So I started with Sandstorm because it is the first one in the Sigma Force novels. But they go into the desert and discover an ancient civilization, uncover it. So it deals with archaeology, but also I don't think anybody's left alive in that civilization. But there is one of his where they are still underneath, the earth, and
that's still alive down there.
It's pretty cool.
That's cool.
So it's discovering evidence that if you would have the chance to rewrite history, so discovering past things where it completely rewrites the history. It's like, would you do it? That's a question with this one.
Okay.
For sure. This one, so we don't have the physical book here at the library, but it is available on Hoopla as an ebook and an audiobook. And I checked Libby, Sunflower e-Library, and it is available there too. It's called The Buried Giant by Kazuo Ishiguro. I'm sorry, I know that's a tough pronunciation. But it deals with uncovering your memory. So, which is very interesting. It's a total different.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a different uncovering your digging, but it's not earth digging.
Deals with family
with
too.
Yes.
And so it's an elderly couple journeys across a post-Arthurian Britain. So it is in the past, kind of history, those that like that type thing. It says where a mysterious fog has caused people to forget their past. And it says, as memories begin to surface, long buried truths are unearthed. So this one asks the question is like, are some stories from the past better left buried?
Yes, without digging them out. Yeah, like
without digging them out and in this case, remembering things. Yeah. And so it's an elderly couple that's going to see their son, but they can barely remember their son. And so they're uncovering all these. I know it's very different, but so all of this stuff is buried in their memory, and they're uncovering it. So it's a different take on unearthing stories. But I thought it sounded
like that,
really
I know
interesting.
I really like that because it's again even thinking of like again if we're talking like mental health, and as you're doing those, it kind of sort of reminded me of they're always saying like you need to uncover those. So that you can heal from those. And I'm like, but sometimes we're always like, this is what we question, but do we really need to reopen that so that you can like heal it differently? Exactly. Isn't it healed already? I know it's just crazy with that. Yeah, maybe like you said, maybe there's some of those stories that they don't want to remember why they don't, is it better?
Yeah. I just thought, that's a very different take on unearthing.
I do like that.
I was like, I think that's a good one.
Yeah, I was just gonna, I like that.
I haven't read and I want to read.
Katie, you also have this.
Yes. This is one of our new books, and it's a nonfiction book about dinosaurs. It's Dinosaurs, a Prehistoric Dictionary, and it goes through there. So anybody that's interested in dinosaurs and uncovering facts and truths about them, I was like, it's just a quick guide to the dinosaurs. And I thought that would be really fun for those of you that love dinosaurs and paleontology.
Yes.
Which we all do growing up,
Yes, yes. It's like we've all had that, like, oh my gosh, just that mystery of like, really, like, are they real? And
it's like, really, they really found dinosaur bones in Montana and all these different places. But you'll find this in our new nonfiction section here at the library.
Wonderful. I like that. You guys, I also have a setup here, and I know between me and Katie and probably a whole bunch of others, I'm gonna start off here because we've mentioned it before numerous times, I think, because it's that good. It's just, it has a little bit of everything, which is why I think we've brought it up in different sections, but it's called The Bone Thief. It is following Sid Walker, who is a BIA investigator, but she is also an archaeologist. So her job is pretty much to go and dig up, obviously, buried bones, but her main focus is when they find and discover Native American bones, and so that is what she does, and she will go do it, with the proper way, and they do that way when they remove them, they do the proper burials depending on where they're from. Yes. Yes. And I'm like, and so it is a really good, again, it's, has archaeology, but it also has a little thrill to it. You got a little mystery in there, and you got some stuff that's going on because you're talking about, like, in this case, the bone thief, it's greed, corporations, when they find this stuff, you want to put it out in when they find any artifacts, not just the bones, but they're wanting to keep them, and everybody wants to display them in a museum. But you can't necessarily do that with every single item you find. The same thing with Egypt as well. It's crazy that we pull out their
I know their remains.
And then we have it. Yes.
I know. I've thought of that about that, and that's the one thing that I really don't like. I like to see the sarcophagus, but I don't really want to see the mummy.
Yes.
I just think that's private. That was a family member of somebody's, and that's what with the bone thief, is it's very sacred, which it should be to all of us. None of us would want our family members dug up.
Yeah, and then displayed somewhere else. And so, that's what pretty much this book, and it's battling all those things that we're talking about ourselves. We're like, is that really something that we should be doing or not? It's on that line of like, yes, historical things that we want to learn, but to what level?
The moral,
right? Yes, and so that's what this book is literally. It's fighting all of those kinds of moralities as well, and then in the middle again, things that have happened and fighting all that stuff. So this is a really, if you guys haven't still picked it up yet, absolutely pick it up. We do have it here at the library, and I think we also have it available online. I remember seeing it on.
I think it's on Libby, right? Or Hoopla. I think Hoopla and Libby possibly, but I think I got it on Hoopla.
And she's Vanessa Lillie has another book as well. So prior to this one, you don't necessarily need to read the first one to be able to read the second one. It just gives you a little bit more story on Sid herself, like how she came about to doing the job that she's doing now.
Because I think both of us read it alone, and then you've read the first
and I've read the first one now, and then it just gives you more perspective on her life personally. But this is a standalone pretty much book, so you don't have to worry about reading the ones prior. So that's a really good book. And then we have The Lost World by Michael
Crichton.
There you go. Thank you. I'm like, it's always weird. I'm like, how do you pronounce it? Like
Jurassic Park in there.
Yes. And I'm like, so this one is a sequel to Jurassic Park, right? So this is pretty much 6 years after that disaster, and it says that a team leads to Site B. It's a secret island where dinosaurs were actually bred to study the animals that are in the wild before the company can exploit them. Again, your classic Jurassic theme, and hence I'm like, I think last movie that they made was last year, right? The Jurassic Park
trilogy, all these. The last one. They ended up adding like everything from all the movies that everybody loves. All those different little nuances. Okay. It was perfect. It was a perfect ending. So please don't make any more. No.
It's like the books are good. I mean, the movies maybe at some point,
Yeah, I was like, but I think it just added everything you wanted for the perfect ending to the hopefully.
Yes.
Although I'm sure they can come up with more stuff that'd be intriguing, but.
So this book is dino fun, pretty much. Basically, it's just it's got that fun stuff that you're learning, and they're bringing them back to life, and it's got all that crazy, wild stuff as well. I know. Again, that's why I'm always like, are they really going to try to bring them back? I mean, like, I don't know if we're capable. I said, we're not. I don't think our humanness right now can actually handle.
I don't think so either.
That kind of animal back into our world. No, again.
I don't think so either.
The amount of 3D, 4D versions of all that stuff they're building, but I don't think we really need a real life one.
Yes, and that's kind of the basis of the Jurassic Park is this right to do? Sometimes science can do things that truly are not right to do.
Right, you're like
there's a reason why they're gone.
If we get to that level, just know we guys better start picking up any of the Jurassic books to see how we can fight off and how we survive. Okay, because I know we're not gonna survive if we don't have any of the base skills.
That's true.
So pick up the books now. Apparently, if they are working on some of this later on in the years, who knows?
They are. I was like, I know, it's shocking, honestly. Science fiction becomes fact.
Yes, it's just like, I don't know. It was a little too close to home. You're like, it's a little too realistic for me. When we like those, magic, fantasy, I'm like, listen, I'm all about dragons, but I don't necessarily really want to have one here.
I don't want to be face to face with one.
I said, but I'll read about them. Fantastic. I also got The Lost City of Monkey God by Douglas Preston. This is a true life adventure where a team of scientists use cutting edge laser technology to map a legendary cursed lost city hidden deep in the, oh my gosh, I missed it, Honduran jungle. So it says this is pretty much real world archaeology, I guess is what the theme would be on this book as well. It says it proves that there's still massive ancient mysteries waiting to be unearthed on Earth, and finding them is only half of the battle. Surviving the jungle is the rest. So this book is pretty much one of those gripping. Again, you're in the jungle.
Yeah, I've heard this is a fantastic book.
Yeah,
from my family members.
Okay.
Yeah, that I've read it. So
I know. I was like, as I was picking my picks for us to match our themes, I was like, oh my gosh, I said, how come I haven't heard of these books? And it's always like that. It's not until we're searching for something that we're like, I'm missing out on this. It's like, how have I not read this? Because it's not your normal book. Again, we all have our genres that we pick up, and we just don't honestly, reach out to all the other genres, and we're missing out on some other pretty great stories that we're like, after you've like read, this, what's happening, what it is about, you're like, oh my gosh, so like that is totally up my realm too.
It's like, how did I miss this?
Yeah, I'm like, because you got, again, you still got like a little thrill there. You don't know what's happening. They're in the jungle. They're digging up stuff. So like, it's got a little all that mystery, little archaeology.
What's awesome about reading is, if you never get bored, you always find something new.
Yes.
And I was like, you might hit a reading slump once in a while, like we've talked about.
Yes.
But it's like there is always something new out there that you knew nothing about.
Nothing. Yeah, exactly. It's like so many
new
books
adventure.
There's so many books to be unearthed as well. Just remember that.
See, that's a great point.
My last book that I have on here is The Family Tree Guide to DNA Testing and Genetic Genealogy, again with the theme of our genealogy as well. We have actually we have quite a good handful of them. I did see that when I was picking out. So we do have a lot of books on how, if you are somebody or you're with a family member who's trying to find out your family tree, find out more about your roots and things of that nature. We do have a lot of those books that'll help you get to that level where you're at. And talking about that, before I forget, we also have a genealogy class that's going to be happening towards the beginning of, I know it's in July. I believe it's in July. Again,
that's the virtual author talk, or the virtual talk.
Yeah, and she's going to be coming and she's going to be helping us with the genealogy stuff. And give you some of the basics. Now, she does also work. I'm going to plug in the museum. She works at the museum. In the summer, she's not here, which is why she's on Zoom. But throughout fall, she is physically here and at the Prairie Barn Museum. So she's out there to help. If anybody, they do classes out there to help you uncover some more of your family history, which I think is amazing. So we will have her here talking about probably some of her class stuff and how.
Go to our website.
Yes, I was like, absolutely look at our website and look.
We'll be there.
And register. I think you can register yourself to take that class. So absolutely do that as I'm talking about genealogy and our genetics and stuff. But this specific book here, it's a handbook for decoding your own history. It breaks out how your DNA works, and how to find the right kit, because there's a ton of kits out there now. And that's always like, well, which one is a good one? Which one's that? They're all really good, but I think it just depends on what you're trying to get in the end. Like, what information are you trying to get? Are you building just, you want to know just your genetics, and then maybe that's it? So maybe there's just those that are simpler, probably a lot less expensive. But if you want more of a tree to find out more of your roots, there is bigger probably kits out there that'll offer you more things on the plans that they offer,
and then, and the website that they offer too, and then how many people have connected with that website.
Yes, because other people who have been doing it have been adding their family history to it, so eventually it does connect you. So there's a lot of levels of those kits, which again, this book will also talk about how to decipher what's best for you and what your needs are as well, and how to get those results, and again, those genealogy bricks, the walls that we hit.
It's much better than just your book for very specific sites, because like you said, it gives you a chance to choose.
Yes, just explains to you like what's going to work best for me if I'm looking up some of this stuff. So yeah, this is helping you unearth but your personal stories, and so again, we have not just this book, but we do have a variety of other books as well. So you will find what you're needing for yourself, so you guys can come check those out. But I think it's amazing. I personally am going through, our family is going through a lot of the genetic genealogy, because we're trying to connect back to our roots, and it's been amazing. And this is kind of where we've started. We start again, which is the right kit, and it just went from there. And as we're learning more and more about ourselves and how we are connected to the Native American, some of the tribes, and so it's been amazing. I've uncovered so much stuff, and it's been just great to do that personally myself. I'm just like, oh my gosh,
it is. You take pride in
and to know, I was like, to know more besides just, again, we have our, mom, dad's stories, sometimes grandma, grandpa, and sometimes we don't have any of that, sometimes we don't have, some of us, I was like, if you were I was gonna say, if you grew up with other families and you were adopted, or you were taken care of by other family members, these are just those things again that you are trying to figure out yourself, find out a little bit more about your history through your own means, and that's what these books are for as well. So again, I just think it's amazing. If that is what your journey is, absolutely start. And again, the best place to start is with our wonderful services that we have here at the library. We will help you guys out with whatever we can. We'll find you the right books. And again, I like
Wi-Fi,
yes, and I like that we connect as well with our other community members, like the museum, because they also have a lot of historical information. So once you need to also talk to them, they are also very willing to help get all that information, because they also like to add to the history, especially around here. If you're from the Kansas area, they've done a lot of that connections, which I think is amazing. So shout out to our community members that are out there. But I was like, this is a lot of books.
I know. I was like, I was giving some really good suggestions. I think I know there's several here that I want to look into, but I think that's going to be all for our excavation today.
Yes.
So,
well, we hope you guys have enjoyed unearthing today's stories and discovered a few books that you'd like to add to your reading list.
Yes. Remember, every book has something hidden beneath the surface, a new idea, a forgotten history, or a fresh perspective waiting to be discovered.
Absolutely. And if you've any recommendations, again, as usual, we want to share, you guys share with us. And we also want to share any more discoveries this summer with you guys. Make sure you guys reach out to us through Instagram page, Pioneer Memorial Library. Go to our website, colbylibrary.com, and just remember to sign up for any of the upcoming Shop Indulgence stuff that we have coming up, of episodes, our newsletter. It is one of the best points for you guys at home to find out what's happening here at the library. We post as best as we can constantly, because we are changing programs all the time. So just remember to look us up online as well.
And then don't forget to come and visit us in person too at the library. And you can check out any of these featured books, or you can sign up for summer reading like we talked about before.
Yes.
And, the ones that are on Hoopla or Sunflower Library, we can get you hooked up with those free programs as well if you come and visit us.
Yes, absolutely. So you guys, until next time, keep asking questions, keep exploring, and keep turning over those new pages.
So
happy reading and keep unearthing stories.